no reason for this happening. There has been cases involving the Ministry of Defence where one of their own workers, Nick Pope, who works in the Ministry of Defence, is actually out there saying that this phenomena is true, it is real, and it is happening.
Yeah. Graham Wiley.
I believe it's true. There are two reasons why they're coming to Earth. One, there's a negative side that I think are trying to develop a hybrid program, and the other side is trying to tell us where we're going wrong. We are getting it dreadfully wrong on the Earth. It's time to sort out the ecology of the planet.
There's absolutely no way you can say this is why they're coming here. There's absolutely no way in hell you can even possibly begin to imagine why they're here.
Professor Cohen, you wanted to say?
I'm very worried about our... We're jumping, I think. Maybe there is something out there which looks like flying saucers and which a lot of people are looking at, and there's many more things I don't know than things I know, and yeah, there is really interesting evidence about things out there that look like vehicles or that look in some kind of systematic way. But what's that got to do with aliens from other planets? I am certain that around the planets of other stars in our galaxy, there are all kinds of life forms. I've spent a lot of my life designing them for fiction, but I'm sure that they're out there, and what we know about evolutionary systems tells us two things. First, that they will look nothing like people, and they certainly won't breed with people. This is an absurdity that comes out of a fantastic imagination and nothing at all to do with reality. And the second thing is that the flying saucers might be there, but when they tell us that little green men are in them...
You've got to study the data. I mean, our society have studied the data, and Bonnybridge was mentioned there for a fact. Such was the concern of the people of Bonnybridge that we got the help of MP Dennis Canavan to try and get a government inquiry to open up.
But we're not talking about MPs, but other aliens.
Okay, well, we have to... That's a good place to stop, I think. Thanks to the audience for the moment, but let's have an initial reaction from our jury. Maureen.
I've enjoyed this debate tonight. It's been really good. I'm very open-minded, maybe leaning a wee bit towards the sceptic, but I'm quite willing to have my mind changed by the end of the evening.
David?
I think it's the same. I think if we can go into space, it's quite feasible somebody can come into this side. So far, I've not heard any evidence to say they've been here, but I think it's feasible somebody could be coming backwards.
Okay, and Evelyn?
Well, I'm very, very excited about this because I believe there is something up there. What I would like to know is, what do they do when they do come down to Earth? That's a question I'd like to ask.
I think we'll hear a lot more about that in part two. We have to stop it there for the moment, but do join us after the break, when we'll be meeting two men who say they were abducted by aliens. Welcome back to We the Jury. The debate tonight is, have aliens visited Earth? Ali, what's been the reaction so far?
Well, superb calls, really great experiences for what people are coming across and saying what they've seen, what they've not seen. But I think the majority of calls, if I can just sum it up, with so many people saying, surely it's very arrogant of us to sit here and think that we are the only planet with life on it. And the majority of people so far calling me are saying, yes, there's something out there, but not quite sure what.
Right, Jamie.
Yeah, Malcolm from Inverness wants to know, if aliens have landed, why don't they go and talk to somebody like NASA, i.e. somebody who can understand what they're on about, instead of picking on poor innocent people in the street? A phone call from Atto from Aberdeen. He's from Ghana. He says stories like this do happen in Africa as well, so it's obviously going across the board around the world. And children apparently are particularly susceptible to being abducted.
Well, that's interesting. And Titch?
I'd calls from all over the place, amazing the places that there have been sightings of aliens. Stornoway, Outer Hebrides, Loch Ness, we've had St Andrews, they've been all over the place in actual fact. Maria Nabalauer, though, she doesn't believe in aliens at all. She says it's been scientifically proven that the other planets are either too hot or they're too cold for life to exist in these other places. And Anne in Inverness said that if there are aliens out there, why don't they come up and say, here, get a good picture? Why are the pictures always out of focus? Let them come out and get a good one taken.
OK, well, there's plenty there to talk about. But first of all, I'd like to come to you, Garry and Colin. You say that you were abducted by aliens. You were driving along on your way to visit a friend, perfectly normal day. Tell us about it.
Well, in the first place, I mean, me myself, I was a sceptic. I thought it was all like rubbish. It's not a thing I really dwelled on because I never had time for it in my life. Driving along the road one night with Colin, the satellite system went faulty. I had a friend that was going to repair it. Yeah. We left it around about 10 o'clock at night.